After a whole month alone on the dreamy beach of Kwankhao in Phuket, where I reset my nervous system and embraced the quiet, I flew 2 hours north to Chiang Mai for a change of atmosphere. I checked into the Social Club, a popular co-living space. Suddenly I went from solitude to being surrounded by like-minded people, all with the same mission: work efficiently while enjoying all the amazing things Chiang Mai has to offer. And trust me, there is a lot to do here. But first, let's check in. I slept so well. The bed is so comfortable. This room is just amazing because it's so spacious and there's really good natural light. The air conditioning is great. The bed is so comfortable. If I sound a little unhinged here, it's because leaving Phuket the day before was a total nightmare. This is so not fun. A faulty electrical wire had knocked out power to the whole town, and in the 38-degree heat, it was borderline unbearable. Sleeping in the car. So waking up to a peaceful morning in an air-conditioned, spacious room with this view felt like pure bliss. The first thing I did, head straight to the courtyard to soak in the heavenly scent of this gorgeous jasmine tree. Now let me introduce you to the Social Club, a co-living and co-working space crafted specifically for digital nomads. Not only is it visually stunning, but it's also cleverly designed to balance productivity and social connection. And the cherry on top, it's in a prime spot right in the heart of Chiang Mai's old city. Alright, this is the kitchen area. There is a barbecue pit. What? Everyone's pantry goods. And a 5-minute walk away, this cute little shop which serves the best mango smoothie I have ever had in my life. I'll drop the location in the comments for you. My first night here was spent playing Splendor, a surprisingly popular board game amongst digital nomads. I didn't win, but I slept like a rock afterward. The first activity I did here was paddleboarding down the Mae Ping River. I had never stood on a paddleboard before, let alone floated down a river on one, so I was beyond excited. The day started with a scenic 1.5-hour drive from the old city to Mueang Valley, where our river trail began. This is Emmanuel from Germany, Sam from the UK. We are just about ready to leave. We've got all our sunblock on, insect repellent, everything. We are going to be paddling down the Ping River, and apparently it's going to be 8 kilometers of this in the very super hot sun. So yeah, good luck to us. At one point in time, I am planning to fall in. Not very early on, but at one point in time, definitely. After a quick tutorial on how to paddle, turn and balance, we were off. There were moments with tiny rapids known as riffles, where we initially got off the boards to walk across, but eventually we worked up the confidence to ride through them, and it was an absolute blast. The river meanders through the lush, wildlife-filled Mae Teng Forest Reserve, with its calm, gentle waters providing an ideal setting for beginners to navigate with ease. And now, as I promised, me falling in, or more like jumping in the river. It was so hot I couldn't help it.
What happened there? Oh my god! That's how you do it. Now? Oh! Yeah.
It's really shallow though. Yeah. We ended the night with drinks where we all got to know each other better. Visiting this museum was hands down one of my most memorable days in this city. Cliché but true, it's the quality of the company you're with that makes the experience. While there were some cool art pieces and things to look at here and there, the museum itself is a little bit boring, but because there was hardly anyone else, we were able to have fun and make it our playground for a while.
Faster! And it's quiz time.
That's me actually having core burn from laughing too hard. The museum trip was completed by some mouth-watering Hainanese chicken rice and satay for lunch, and for dessert, coconut ice cream and sweet sticky rice. And in 15 minutes, I was back at my desk working on publishing my online course. It was a challenge getting this done, which brings me to today's sponsor, myself! After more than 12 years as a professional voiceover artist, I finally released a vocal training program on Udemy, sharing everything I've learned. Here's what you can expect in the course. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 1, 1, 1. Whoa, 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 wow, wow. Our voices are our inbuilt creative assets. With the eyes like this. Angry bodybuilder at a funeral. On inhalation, the lungs fill. It just goes. So that is not what we want. This way, okay? Do you hear that? From your cheekbones? It feels so good. And let it out on a sigh. Sparkle in the eyes. No sparkle in the eyes. Sparkle in the eyes. No sparkle in the eyes. It's a $2 all-you-can-eat buffet of mouth-watering sausages and crispy chips. More in touch with your creativity, imagination, and joy. For you watching this, I'm leaving a unique coupon code. Details are in the description. Now back to the video. The social club takes fitness and wellness seriously. Included in our subscription is a twice-weekly workout session conducted by their in-house personal trainer. Discounted Muay Thai classes at Sting Club, friendly badminton sessions, and ice baths. I feel like I need to come out.
You have to resist. Almost, yeah.
Almost 3.
10 more seconds.
No, I don't want to do 5. I will do 3 minutes.
It's supposed to do it for.
3 minutes now.
I felt the strongest I've been in a while until everything hurts so bad. I had come down with the mother of all viral fevers. It was so intense I nearly considered going to the hospital, but finally after 5 days the fever stopped.
The worst is over. I'm sitting upright in a seat, a chair. I sound terrible, but I am actually feeling a lot better, like the worst has passed. Oh my God.
I needed a good meal to recover, so upon a recommendation, I tried this roadside cart where I had their specialty ribeye steak with basmati beef fat and garlic fried rice with marinated duck egg yolk. The vibe at Yim Yaem is as good as the food, casual and down to earth. I'll leave a link in the description so you can try it out for yourself. Alright, today is officially my very first day exploring the touristic part of Chiang Mai alone, and the weather is finally doing okay. It's not as hot as it has been the past few days, and the API, instead of like 180, which is what it was when I first got here, it's now about 70, 80, which is very good. I can actually see clouds in the sky, kind of like sunset right now, so the sun is hitting the buildings and it looks pretty awesome. So let's go explore. There's night markets and then there's Tape Market. Stretching for 1.5 kilometers, Tape Walking Street is a vibrant hub of culture, cuisine, and creativity. The one place here you need to check out are the food stalls by the temple complex. There's ample seating and a huge variety of food, from pad thai and noodles to barbecue skewers, seafood, and desserts. It's basically a foodie's heaven. And while you're eating, you can watch the sunset paint the temple buildings in warm, golden hues. It's a vibe you don't want to miss. Once you've loaded up on energy, it's time to shop. There are a lot of unique and quality items here, so definitely set aside a shopping budget if you plan to visit Chiang Mai. And yes, bargaining is expected. And if you get tired, stop for some freshly squeezed orange juice or a massage. I went for an unconventional therapy called Toksen, where you're basically hit repeatedly with a wooden hammer. Doesn't sound very relaxing, but the after effects were amazing. Tucked into the mountain along the path to Doi Suthep is a hidden jungle temple. Legend has it that in 1355, a white elephant belonging to King Quena rested here before continuing its walk to Doi Suthep, where it took its last breath. The king ordered temples to be built on both sides. I'm not sure if it's the air, the scenery, or the spirit of the honored elephant, but there's a magic here that's palpable. The first thing that greets you is a small pagoda where visitors are invited to say a heart-centering prayer. And once you walk past the sheetrock waterfalls, it's really like stepping into another world. This has got to be the highlight of my month in Chiang Mai. Walking with giants left me with a full heart and such love for these creatures. And after hearing stories of elephant abuse in Thailand's past, seeing them roam free made me just so happy. I signed up for a half-day experience at New Elephant Home. First thing I did was get changed into our uniforms, which consisted of a loose top and elephant pants. And then our guide taught us what goes into making nutritious food for the elephants.
Banana, sticky rice.
Oh,
Sticky rice and little bit salt.
salt?
Salt, yeah.
Oh, salt.
Little bit salt and this rice powder. Rice powder with peel the banana and put everything.
I was so intrigued at how their trunks functioned like our arms and how they use it not only to pick things up, but also to communicate. These two elephants are the camp's Asian aunties, Mogamai and Mokame. These besties are the older females of the herd and are apparently inseparable. Feeding them made me really aware of how powerful their trunks and also their jaws are. Also, elephants chewing on sugarcane is the ultimate mukbang ASMR.
Never enough.
Their mouth is amazing. New Elephant Home is located within the beautiful Mae Taeng Valley, and the elephants are free to roam on the plains that cover around 2.2 hectares. Now here comes Chok Di, the 5-month-old baby, and a sign of new beginnings for what used to be an elephant entertainment camp. While the nearby Elephant Nature Park, run by Thailand's elephant whisperer, Lek Chai Lert, is the largest and most popular sanctuary in Chiang Mai, I wanted to visit this place because of its touching story of redemption. New Elephant Home was once a full-on riding and entertainment business run by entrepreneur Chok Chai Sri Sriwulai. There were many reports of elephant abuse, and despite numerous efforts by Lek Chai Lert for the businessman to change his ways, he refused. It wasn't until the pandemic, when tourist money dried up, that aid foundations stepped in to help the elephants survive. Now, during this time, Chok Chai finally decided to adopt the sanctuary model. He passed away shortly afterward, but his son, Chat Chai now runs the camp, guided by Lek Chai Lert's mentorship. His leadership represents a new generation of care, proving that change is possible. Now the sanctuary is fundraising for chain-free night shelters to protect the elephants from wandering onto farms and eating pesticide-contaminated crops. If you have a little extra to give, it could make a real difference in these elephants' lives. After another productive work week, hitting some waterfalls felt like the perfect way to refresh myself. So I got on a bike with fellow social clubber Emmanuel and enjoyed a scenic hour-long ride to this unique destination. There are different tiers of waterfalls here, and the best part about it is that due to the mineral composition of the rocks, you can actually grip onto them and climb up against the direction of the water, which was definitely a first-time experience for me.
So this is waterfall number 3. There are 4 waterfalls in total. And we're gonna hike all the way up. It's a super fun climb. So the reason why this is called Sticky Waterfall is because you can actually climb on this and it's not slippery. Minerals to it that makes it almost impossible to slip on it. So it doesn't look as beautiful when you're looking at the waterfalls, but the experience when you're climbing up it is really, really fun.
Depending on your fitness level, the climb can get tricky at times, but there's always ropes along the way. And with the cool, refreshing water, it really felt like a fun ride at the amusement park you want to go on again and again. We then took a half-hour drive to the Srilanna National Park to have lunch by this peaceful lake. Since it was dry season, we went to take a walk around the areas which would typically be filled with water during the rainy season, and the scenery was really quite beautiful. Sparse and dry, but peaceful. Also, I now know where to shoot my next dystopian sci-fi video.
Doesn't feel like we're in Thailand anymore.
Unfortunately, my movie fantasy had to end because it soon started pouring and we had to run for shelter.
It's so nice though because the weather has been so hot. This storm is so crazy. Look at that. It has completely moved. It was over there and now it's here.
Eventually, the rain died down and it was time to make our way back. The weather after the rain made it the perfect ride. On the way back, something really cool caught our eye and we had to stop to check it out. Chiang Mai's Air Diamond is a cafe and hotel within a former Airbus A330.
I think it definitely is an actual airplane.
Definitely not real.
Really? It's just the wheels that are not real, but everything else is.
It's also a really cool upside-down hotel that's great for taking pictures. We did not board the plane, but if you want to do it, it's 150 baht and comes with a drink. If there's any destination I would highlight as a must-visit in Chiang Mai, it's the Cocoon, a serene wellness center nestled in nature, just a half-hour drive from Old City. We visited on a Thursday night and it turned out to be everything my soul and body needed. The first thing I noticed about this place was the architecture. It is anything but basic. I later found out that this bamboo hut was designed by a famous Austrian architect and he used sustainable materials like adobe, giving the space an earthy vibe and a calming aesthetic.
It's like a hobbit home.
It is, yeah.
One of the coolest bathrooms I've been in. Look at the bathtub, it's made of granite. And can you hear the echoey sound in my voice? It's because of the, I don't know what it is, the material or look at the bathtub. Look at all of this. They're open from noon to 7 p.m. and on Thursdays till 10 p.m. It's 300 baht for full access to all the facilities, which includes an ice bath, herbal steam room, and a saltwater pool. You'll also get a towel and drinking water. And there's a restaurant where you can order healthy and yummy meals. Once it was dark, the staff got a fire going for us, and in its warm glow on a full moon night, we gathered round it and exchanged stories of travel. Definitely a night to remember. On my final day in Chiang Mai, there was something I just had to tick off my bucket list, and that was eating khao soi at the famous Michelin Bib Gourmand restaurant, Khao Soi Maesai. This place is known for its long queues, so I headed there at 10 in the morning to get a piping hot bowl of tender egg noodles swimming in a rich aromatic curry. It is one of Thailand's most famous dishes and features egg noodles or rice noodles cooked in a rich, creamy coconut curry that's been slow cooked with either chicken or beef. It's topped with deep-fried crispy noodles, lime, shallots, chilies, and pickled cabbage. It's the combination of everything, the spice from the curry, the creaminess of the coconut milk, the acidity from the lime and pickled veggies, plus the combination of both boiled and fried noodles that makes this dish such a winner, and one that I crave for whenever I think of Thai food. I'd rate this a solid 4.8 out of 5. A great memory to take with me as I traveled back to Kuala Lumpur, where I ended up back at the exact same co-living space. I can't believe that I am back here again. This is almost insane. At the exact same room, but at a different floor. And it's crazy how immediately I feel so damn at home. While it seemed to most people that I failed to travel and that I was either broke or depressed and had to come back home, it was not the case. Coming back to KL was always part of the plan, to stay for 2 weeks to a month as I finished studio recordings and did some acting work before taking off for Bali. But I did not expect things to turn out the way they eventually would.